This New York Giants team preview edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code SGPN.
This is Nate Collins. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Happy Monday, Sean.
Oh, Ryan, we are not celebrating days of the week. We're celebrating the National Football League. It's team preview time. Come on, Ryan, get excited.
It's also a Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be excited. It's our New York Giants. You're already a little down, a little.
No. Finally got to a team where we can make some fucking bets. Not a lot going on in the previous two teams we talked about.
Yes, we've already broken down Cleveland with our buddy Big Play Dave. Shout out to him and the Big Play Network. Check out the Browns.
Stoked.
He was what?
He was stoked on the Browns.
Not so much, but we were slightly higher than him, and then we were both not high on the Saints. We dragged him up to, let's see, where did he finish? 5-12 on the wins. We did talk him into a long shot, but check that out. And of course, if you haven't listened to the first two episodes, you have to listen to every episode of the team previews if you want to put your name in for the phrase that pays. That's right. We are giving out one word of a 32-word phrase. Then at the end of the 32 team previews, you submit the phrase. One lucky winner will get $1,000 circa NFL future. Last year was 500. We doubled it because we love you guys. And the guy had a 4-team division parlay. Went 3-1. Unfortunately, didn't get the 49ers home.
What's the lesson there? Don't put the 4th team or don't use the 49ers.
Well, I think you got to take it year by year. I did try. I go, are you sure about the Niners? But he had the Chiefs, Eagles, and I forget the other team. But he went 3-1, which is pretty good. But again, if you're going 4-team division parlay, you got to hit all 4. So we got a great show for you today, talking New York Football Giants. And Ryan, we got 2 guests.
We do
on this edition of the Giants preview. Joining us on the line from the NBA Gambling Podcast and the WNBA Gambling Podcast, Mr. Terrell Furman. What's happening, Terrell? How are we feeling?
No, I feel horrible.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
I told you I was never gonna feel okay going into another season with Joe Shane and Brian Dable leading the charge. Here we are.
You did say that.
Well, we got a lot to unpack. Joining us on the line to help us unpack it from the Stephie Smalls show, the one and only Stephie Smalls. Stephie, thank you for coming on the Giants team preview. Temperature check for you and the Giants going into the season.
I'm just here for emotional support for Terrell because he's obviously going to need it throughout the entire program.
Yeah, this is an interesting dynamic today that I've walked into here.
It feels like we're going to be breaking down. It feels like we're at different levels of Giants optimism. Kramer, if you've noticed,
optimistic? Hasn't
been talking. He's just been sorting through his piles of paper tickets he had there, which I assume are possible fades of the Giants.
We've done some segments just in case shredder save. A lot of segments out of VSiN over the last couple of weeks, so I've stocked up. Even one that the man in the box made me get.
Oh, okay.
Maybe related to a running back.
All right.
Yeah, we have finally we'll talk about some fun bets.
So you know how we do things. We're going to recap 2024, walk through the schedule, and then give out some of our best plays. I would like to start with a statement from Giants president John Mara. This I think encapsulates the season.
Does he play for the team?
Well, he did put out a statement saying, now that our season is over, we felt it necessary to make this statement. Joe Schoen and Brian Dable will continue in their respective roles with the organizations. As disappointing as the results of the season have been, Steve and I remain confident in the process that Joe and Brian have implemented and their vision for our team. We look forward to the future and achieving the results we all desire. And the progress has, for Dable, 9 wins year 1, 6 wins year 2, 3 years win 3. If this trend continues, 0 wins this season would be the projection. If that trend continues, Ryan's just furiously doing paperwork over there.
I don't know what to do while you're both embarrassing yourself with math and trying to scare the listeners away with a boring statement.
Well, let's recap 2024. Pull up the graph.
What do you want to recap?
Well, the Giants.
What do you want to talk about?
Giants were 3-14. I naively thought they could get to 4-13. I did cash the under. I also cashed. It was a dead heat, but fewest wins for the season. Their ATS record was 5-12, so it was slightly better. Also had a lot of underdog entries tied to the lower Daniel Jones passing touchdowns. With that got home.
Throw it out.
Throw it out. What do you mean?
Just a disaster of a season.
Okay,
you're highlighting it, right? The bottom was hit. They made an interesting choice to keep the coach and the GM, but now here we are.
Yeah,
much improved.
Much improved.
Much improved.
Here's
objectively. Okay. I'm only doing this preview with an objective lens.
Terrell, what was your take on the 2024 season? Any takeaways? Anything positive from the Giants season last year?
This is great.
What
Terrell's acting right now.
So the Giants gave me an amazing sweat for like the first 6 to 7 weeks on the 50-1 sack leader.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that was a positive.
It's a great point.
Other than that, but then like immediately after that, Dexter Lawrence got hurt and it all went downhill from there. There really wasn't much to be happy about, if we're being honest. I mean, for some reason we were still playing with Daniel Jones as the quarterback, and then you had Brian Dable, who swears he's a great offensive mind, and the offense looked horrible. And Shane Bowen didn't look like he knew what he was doing at all defensively. And then when he lost his pieces, it just completely unraveled. I'm sorry. It wasn't much good other than the small sweat that I got in the first part of the season.
Yeah, you were on top of that market.
And again, one other area they objectively got better last year to this year.
Okay.
Pass rush.
Steph, what was your takeaway from the 2024 New York Giants? Any positives? Anything to build on? Where are we at?
It can't get a lot worse. Is
okay. All
it
right.
starts there. They lost 8 games by 1 score or less. They went 0-6 in the division.
That never happens.
The quarterback room was so bad, it's not shocking. I think that the draft class looked good, and I think it's only up from here. I'm on Cravers. I think I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic this show here about these New York Giants. Objectively a better team.
You saw what happened when Dable got competent quarterback play out of Drew Lock in whatever week that was, 15, just shredded the Colts defense.
Okay.
Now we've been talking about this all year. The culmination of they were a quarterback away. The roster was finally.
Don't include me in we were. I have not been saying the Giants are a quarterback away. I talked to
someone on this show, so we have been talking about this for some time.
I've been hearing you say that. I haven't been. Okay.
However you want to slice it, we've talked about 2 quarterback rooms that are considerably worse than the one that we're about to talk about today. That includes Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and in the very seasoned Jackson Dart, honorary Italian, by the way.
The Saints quarterback room.
What?
I would agree.
He's not.
According to Jameis Winston and Tommy DeVito, he's an honorary Italian.
Saints quarterback room, I agree with you. Definitely worse. The Browns,
definit's worse.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if it's 100%.
No, because they got Shador Sanders.
Yeah, come on. Let's go, Terrell.
What was? Did I make a joke?
No, I think
I didn't know I said something funny.
I found it hilarious.
The Giants. Now, this normally, if you're going 3-14, you want to blow things up. roster wise. The Giants returning 91% of the snaps from those starters last year on a 3-14. Are you worried that they're running back too much of the same roster, Ryan?
Well, I think on the defensive side, I could side with Terrell a little bit in that it seemed like there were times when the defense was very bland, but you are returning a ton. You reinforce the bad part of the defense. Okay. You have some optimistic youth going into their second years, and you added the best player in the draft as a pass rusher. So the idea that, as we know, Sean, defense tends to have variance year to year. To see this DVOA jump up from very bad because they're, and honestly, if you look at some of the underlying numbers, the defense not as bad as the overall numbers lead you to believe, because the offense was obviously the offense was a train wreck. They told Daniel Jones to go home. He had a press conference. They then proceeded to start.
They really
Tommy
made him like
DeVito
a hero.
I forgot about that.
The Drew Lock the rest of the season. It really was and while you may look at the overall adjusted games lost to injury numbers, but the injuries, the guys they did lose were cornerstone guys, like offense and defense changing guys. And so the worst quarterback play in the league, some key injuries, and that's a basement outcome, floor outcome. So the idea that there's a little bit of regression plus the players they added, they invested money in the defense. The idea that the defense is objectively good this year is very much in the range of outcomes. Like Terrell said, they were leading the league in sacks at a point. And the idea that they could be led, Russell Wilson could be led by a defense first, run the ball first, throw the ball deep kind of team.
Well,
they were a quarterback away and now they're not. He still drops it in the bucket, Sean.
As an impartial observer, I would be worried about being high on the Giants offense because of the offensive line. I still think there's a bunch of issues with that offensive line. So I think now, if you give Russell Wilson time, sure.
But here's the small thing I would push back on.
Okay.
Carmen Brasillo came in, and without Andrew Thomas, with horrible quarterback, without Andrew Thomas and with horrible quarterback play, they still were able to be serviceable, which was way more than they had been in years past. And so again, another year of reinforcements, bringing in Marcus Bowe, kicking Evan Neal into guard and maybe getting something.
Stop playing him. Just stop playing him. Look, just because he went to Alabama doesn't mean you have to play him.
No, I'm fine. No. You could put two in the back of his head right now. That's fine. Take him out of the projection. The offensive line can be fine. Russ will create some of his own sacks, sure. But go watch the deep throws last year. Those are going to be touchdowns this year. Daniel Jones missed by 15 yards into the boundary.
Okay.
So I think the regression is very clear and obvious. You can listen to. I was listening to a very popular analytical podcast earlier today, who they couldn't have made more of a fool of themselves speaking on the New York Football Giants. They know nothing about Paulson Adebo. They know nothing. Abdul Carter acting like not a piece that's going to change anything. So I mean, I think it's objective. If Javon Holland, in a relative near elite for some, maybe elite safety, the thing that unlocks Shane Bowen, the Shane Bowen defense. So I think the idea that things regress a little bit seems pretty obvious. Now you can talk to me about the schedule being the counterbalance to the regression.
Yeah, hardest schedule per Warren Sharp. So I think that could certainly
hardest schedule in the last 5 years, by the way. Just add that. The hardest schedule that's been played in the last 5 years.
We do this every year.
What, talk ourselves into the Giants and then they suck?
No, talk about how teams have hard schedules, easy. I mean, again, this schedule looks really hard because people like Sean are high on the Chargers and Justin Herbert, because the world is very high on Jaden Daniels and the Commanders.
Well, I mean, I think it's hard because they play in a schedule with the 2024 Super Bowl champs. Brian Daboll has not done well in the division again, except with the exception of the Commanders, and they got swept by the Commanders last year.
Yeah, another outlier outcome. Perfect,
1-11.
Perfect example.
1-11 against the Eagles and the Cowboys there during his reign.
Okay.
Is that something that you expect to change this season?
I would expect. I mean, we have Brian Schottenheimer entering the fray.
Okay.
A serious Super Bowl hangover in Philadelphia.
Steph, what is the thing you're most excited about going into the 2025 season? Let's bring some optimism in here.
I think you know what's really annoying? It's so funny how much everyone's making fun of the QB room because some of these podcasts I've tried to listen to. This is the best QB room that we've seen in how fucking long?
Yeah.
This we haven't had this or any depth. We're rolling out Timmy Pimple and Jake Fromm and all these clowns, absolute bozos. To expect this quarterback, like the quarterback situation, to not get better is just ridiculous. Like the schedule sucks. The first 9 games, awful, like genuinely painful. But the quarterback the quarterback room is gonna look better on the field, regardless of what everyone wants to laugh at.
Even with some of the negatives that Russ had in those Steelers games, he was still he was like average. He creates a couple of his own sacks. He has, I mean, again, the deep ball is like Dable went out and got guys who would throw the ball deep, something that his quarterback room had failed to do. And if you go look at that tape, I know you like watching the tape, Sean.
I do.
You complete those deep balls to Slayton and Nabers, and even Hyatt.
They're just a couple deep
Why
balls
is he
away.
still on his team?
Who?
Darius Slayton.
What? I love that Darius Slayton's on the team. He's gonna have.
Doesn't seem excited about Darius Slayton.
Terrell,
can I compliment Terrell on his reality TV faces?
He's got great reactions.
We're selling Russell Wilson here, guys, and he played with Mike Tomlin last year. What? So let's
he needs
let's
to be
talk
kind of better than Daniel Jones. We're not fucking asking a lot.
Are we going to get a Russ that's closer to Pittsburgh Steelers Russ, or are we going to get a Russ that's closer to Denver Broncos Russ?
I don't know. You can move on from him and then put Winston in, and then I don't care. Play Russ for a little bit, and then go to Winston. It's still better than last year.
Well, he's playing at least till the Broncos game.
I agree with that. I think that's the first window you can maybe consider. I think I've sold on the idea that you can get, like, you could start Jackson Dart against the Eagles because it would be a quick turnaround to like already having game plan for them. So that being said, again, you can insult Russ, but the idea that he is not going to provide a level of quarterback play that is a clear upgrade over what they had last year. I think we haven't even said Cam Scadaboo's name yet.
Okay.
Which is just, again, seasoned dudes with fucking confidence entering the locker room. The idea of replacing Jackson Dart with replacing Daniel Jones with Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. The additional charisma and leadership alone at the quarterback position
that white running backs get on this podcast is just.
Whoa, hold on. Nothing to do with his skin color. I saw this man in person. I've never seen a thicker lower body.
Shouts out to Carson Steele.
Black or white.
Carson Steele did our show,
true.
So that's true. That immediately, if we got Tyrone Tracy on the show, I might have to get it.
I mean, the great Nate Collins voice you heard up top. Yeah. Not a white guy. Not a running back either. Though. No. So I guess it might not count for this debate.
No,
but Cam Scadaboo, thickest lower body I've seen on anyone, white or black.
Maybe I feel like Steph is the thigh expert. Cam Scadaboo, where are we at with his thighs?
Wow.
They're great thighs. Great thighs. great thighs. And he also literally looks like, I tweeted out, I feel like if you offered him human meat, he would be like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Try some.
Whatever I need to fuel up.
Do you know the stories about him? Like just squaring up with the telephone pole and stuff yeah, he would just run into telephone poles to toughen up as a kid. Like he's as dumb as not to say he's dumb.
With CTE. That's how you want your running back.
Yeah, no, he's seasoned all right.
He's ahead of the concussion protocol already.
Man.
Last thing I'll bring up, Ryan. the rush defense. That was a big issue with the Giants
that's a great,
last year.
Ball.
Thank you. They allowed an average 136.2 yards per game, with opponents averaging 3.3 yards after contact. I think that to me is what's going to be tough for them to stick around.
This is like handcuffing or like this is essentially like any sort of fantasy scenario where your first or second round pick goes out. Dexter Lawrence, the numbers suck because Dexter Lawrence missed a bunch of time. So yeah, if he misses a bunch of time this year, they're probably not going to be great anyway, or not as great. So that might be a problem. They also went out and drafted Alexander in the draft. They brought in some beefy options to be kind of end/edges. I'm not super worried about the run defense. I also like the defensive backs they have. Some of them in the way they're going to be able to play the run. Nubin, Phillips. So I think because the pass rush is better and because the back end is better, the safety group is better, I think the overall run defense improves anyway. And yeah, if Dexter Lawrence gets hurt, probably not great, but I'm less concerned about that. I'm not concerned.
What's
about
your biggest concern?
Oh, it is the offensive line, because it's always the offensive line.
Yeah.
But if the offensive line holds up, they're going to be able to run the ball. They ran the ball last year when they fucking sucked and couldn't throw the ball, Sean. They still ran the ball. Tyrone Tracy ran fairly efficiently while the team couldn't pass the ball. Malik Nabers had an insane year when he was the only guy to pass to because Daniel Jones and all the other guys couldn't hit Darius Slayton deep. So again, how this team isn't light years better than they were last year. I don't see it. All
right. Let's get into the schedule before we do. Shout out to Circa Las Vegas, hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, over 21 million in guaranteed prizes. You got the Circa Million, Circa Survivor. Come sign up and then come hang out with us at Circa Sign Up Weekend, August 21st to the 23rd. We're doing live shows. There's some open bars. Use the promo code SGP15 to get your discounted stay at the Circa. Also good at the D, the Golden Gate, any of those 3 great properties downtown. Super fun. It's a great weekend to come out.
A lot of handshakes got Gavin out.
And even this past couple weekend ran into a bunch of listeners at Circa. That is the place we're going to be
had like a 30-minute late night conversation next to the cashier. Sean's like, I'm out of here going to bed. 30 minutes later, I was still talking to that dude.
Which dude? Listener?
Yeah, listener.
What's his name?
I was going to say, why you put me on the spot like that? We met a lot of people. He knows who he is.
Okay. And come, if you sign up for the contest, which I highly recommend, you got to use our proxy. Footballcontest.com. Use the promo code SGP. You get $50 off your proxy fees. Sign up in Vegas, or actually at Reno as well, and you can play from anywhere. And then, of course, we're also brought to you by Underdog. Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million in first place. No waiver wire, no arguments. It's just it's the most fun fantasy football, honestly. You don't have to deal with all the bullshit, and you could win $2 million off a $25 entry fee. You do the math. You get the full deposit match up to $1,000. You get 40 free shots of becoming fantasy football millionaire. Head over to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code SGPN. Underdogfantasy.com. Promo code SGPN. Kramer, what are the Giants 2025 odds?
Well, if you remember, the number was opened at an insulting. Was it as low as 3.5?
I think it was, but was that a real number? Or was that like a promo?
Regardless, it settled in all the way up at 5.5, where the floor is this season. We have no 4.5 teams, so the Giants are at 5.5 as well. Similar juice to the Browns. So technically, if you're adjusting for the juice, the Browns and Giants are the worst. We didn't do them in total order due to the guess, but make playoffs plus 790, miss minus 1400, 25-1 to win the division. But I would make sure you shop this one around unless I moved a number or two. Conference 110-1, and just in case 230-1 to win the Super Bowl. AKA the championship.
Ryan, are you going to walk through your pile? Well, save it for the end.
I have a story to tell.
Okay.
We don't. I mean, you don't need to tell me how to paint the fucking picture, Sean.
All right,
but
Kramer's on one.
What do you mean I'm on one?
Though you responding like that. What do you mean I'm on one?
It's football season. You got all uppity earlier. I gotta put you in your place.
Okay, I was uppity.
Well, you're being a little uppity.
What do you mean?
I think you're being a little sarcastic about my pile of tickets over here.
No.
And now you're smiling at the camera.
No, I'm not uppity at all. I'm enjoying this.
First four, as everyone knows, break it up into quadrants. First four look pretty manageable on the road in the nation's capital. A lot of controversy between the old guys on the roster and the controversy about them changing their name back to the Redskins. Who knows where the focus will be? At Washington, at Dallas to start the year, and then you got the Chiefs and the Chargers coming to town. What was that?
I'm just.
Was that
I'm
was a deep breath.
I'm thinking about
Terrell,
what they can do. They're underdogs in all 4 games. Terrell, what do you have them going in these first 4 games?
Well, do you want me first or you want my dad first?
Oh, let's get your dad's take.
All right, my dad's picks. First 4-0.
Okay.
Okay.
I like where your dad's head's at.
Off to a great start. What happens from there?
Well, no, hold on. We're breaking it down.
We're breaking it down. We're not everybody.
Terrell, yeah.
Quadrants.
Jesus Christ. Come on, Sean. What do you got, Terrell?
All right. I am planning on being at the Washington game. So I mean, no shot they give me a win, right? No shot they give me a win. I don't know if I'm as lucky, honestly. But I will say that there's any game between those first 4 that I feel really good about. It really is the Washington game. And just, hey, it's the unknown about this Giants team. And everybody's like, oh, it's the Giants. We're going to easily roll over them. And the defense punches them in the mouth early. It's an ugly game. And Russ has had good games against this Commanders team last year for the Steelers in this same venue. He had probably his best game of the career. So, well, not career, but of the season. So, yeah, I think that I'm back here. And so I got us at 2-2.
Whoa.
I would love to say that we're going to beat the Cowboys. But I mean, I'd have to see it first, Dable. Well, I mean, if you showed me, I mean, this is the Cowboys we're talking about, and I haven't seen you do it once. So if you showed me, I'd like to say it. But the Chiefs, I don't think we have a shot. The Chargers, even though I don't think that they're all that in a bag of chips, I just don't believe in our offensive line.
Hold on. The Chiefs, it's a sandwich game between the Eagles and the Ravens.
Yeah, but we suck at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Also true. But both things can be true. So you're 2-2, Steph.
Oh God. I think we beat Washington week 1. I think week 1 knocks a lot of people out of Survivor. I think it's gonna be easy. Oh, look, it's the Commanders. You guys just wait. You even know the takes that I have on the Commanders here. We'll talk about the division a little bit later. I don't think we beat Dallas. We'll give them that one there. Let's go 1-3.
So the team without a running game against the weak. What if this defense is lights out pass rush? I've already had a couple dreams about sack, fumble, touchdowns.
Has there been anything of Brian Dable that has shown you he's a really good coordinator? I mean, a really good coach, especially. I mean, shoot, he's running the offense right now, and the offense looked horrible.
You want my
year.
honest answer?
Yes.
I definitely think he has a lot to prove. He's not had great tools with the Giants, and way too many people in and around the NFL are way too complimentary about him for him to be a complete dud. That's what I would say. So yeah, I do have some confidence here, but mostly if the defense comes out with a pass rush that's not super blockable, that's how you change projections. 3-1.
3-1 for Ryan. Okay.
Well, I mean, Herbert, I'm with you. He's not an elite quarterback. Harbaugh year 2. Well, the Kansas City spot's tough too. This could be a 4-0, but I'll go 3-1.
I'm with Steph. I'll say 1-3, but I think they could shock the world at Washington. I think they're going to be live against the Chargers there as well. So I think they win one of those.
That Chiefs spot's tough. Ravens, Eagles sandwich. Are you kidding me? Listen to this. So the Chiefs go to Brazil.
Yeah.
Then they got the Eagles and then the lowly Giants on Sunday Night Football. They're going to just look right past that one for the Ravens. And then, of course,
look ahead Sunday
and
Night
the
Football
Jags.
spot?
They got the Jags and then the Lions. I mean, it's totally the letdown spot for their schedule. All right.
So 3-1. Which game do you have them losing, Ryan?
I think they lose either the Cowboys or the Chargers, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stick with one.
What? You're so okay. All right, man. All right.
When they beat the Chiefs, you guys are all gonna hear from me.
They're gonna cover a lot of spreads next year. I think, though.
I can't wait till we get to the part of the schedule where Ryan has more fear in a Las Vegas trip than the Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, you guys are. It's Camp Scataboo, baby. Let's go. At next 4 at Saints, favored.
Road favorites. The only time you're favored is on the road.
Well, the fact that they're dogs to the Commanders. Come on, that's ridiculous. All right, at Saints. That pass rush against that quarterback room. Come on. Then Philly. This is a Thursday night, right, Sean?
I think so.
Yes. And then they have this is Thursday night. Then they have at Denver, which this is a diabolical stretch
Who
in their
made
schedule.
This schedule?
And then at Philly.
It's a tough run. I'll go first, 1-3.
Well, it's early in the season. You do want to get the hangover team early in the season. This could be a tougher stretch in the schedule. Terrell, what's Pops at?
4-0.
Really? So we're 8-0 according to your dad.
We're 8-0 going into week 9. Shout out.
All right, Pops. Terrell, where are you at?
Oh, dude, 1-3, and I'm telling you, the one win is not the New Orleans Saints game.
Ooh,
it's
really?
not the Saints game. Yeah,
no, we're gonna ball out, baby.
I'm telling you, we're 100% beating the Broncos this year. 100% beating the Broncos.
I could see that.
Everything else is a loss. They're going to be looking ahead to Philly, and they're going to fuck around and lose the Saints game. And that's going to be where I call for the jobs. When they lose to the Saints, that's going to be where I call for the jobs.
You'll be calling for the jobs after week 1, Terrell.
I mean, come on.
First quarter, fire.
I'm calling it right now. It's going to be 16-13. We're going to lose to the Saints, and it's going to piss me the fuck off.
Terrell, do you not remember that magical moment in the Westgate Barry Manilow ballroom?
No, and so that is why I have hope for the Commanders game, because we might be able to get out to a hot start. But the Saints, no way. In the one game that we're favored is no shot. That's a game we win. No shot. So that's the L. I think they have to prove it to me that they can beat Philly in a week other than 17, and then. The Broncos game, they have all the motivation. Like Joe Shane is going to be talking about that Broncos game leading up, maybe the 2 weeks prior. While they're losing to Philly, he's going to be talking about the Broncos game. He has that defense has to make Bo Nix look elementary. Has to.
Well, the problem is that the Broncos offensive line is really good, and if the Giants pass rush is their strength, I still think you might have trouble getting to Bo Nix there.
Okay. Bo Nix having a little
Jordan
regression.
Humphrey,
little regression.
Oh, okay.
Evan Ingram revenge spot.
Yeah, that's real. Evan Ingram's a 2-touchdown guy for that.
I'll say the Giants and the Eagles will split this year. Okay. And they'll pick up the Saints game. The Denver spot is tough. That's a tough that back-to-back is probably loss. So I'll say they win the first 2, they lose the second 2.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So you got them 5-3 halfway through. Steph, you started them 1-3, not an easy 4-game stretch. What do you like here?
We're going 1-3 again here.
Oh no!
Because I'm following the script that I wrote out is that we get spanked by Denver, and this is where Russ pretends he got injured. And then we switch to Jameis. So I guess I could go 2-2 because could Jameis come in and beat Philly?
Yes, 100%. Jameis having a YOLO game.
Yeah, let's 2-2.
Jameis beating Philly actually would be the highlight of my season.
I could see it happening.
I mean, losing to Jameis would be
pretty bad.
Just want to let you know the Giants have started 2-6 or worse in like 7 of their last 8 seasons.
Well, this is a new season. It's the NFL.
We had it. I've had that conversation with Sean a couple times about getting a little too caught up staring in the rearview mirror. You getting those fender benders, that affects your insurance just the same, Sean.
Okay.
Next 4. So I'm at 5-3.
5-3.
I'm sorry. Being kind of conservative this year. I like that. Niners cross country trip for the Niners.
Not an easy spot for them.
Perhaps,
but the Giants are at home.
Well,
which is not a good spot.
It's a Houston. They play Houston the week before, so perhaps they're hanging out at the wherever they hang out the Greenbrier in West Virginia. A little team building. Nick Bosa just rock climbing with the buddies at Chicago, Green Bay, and then at Detroit. Oh, this is just the NFC North here. Terrell, what's your dad like for the next 4 games here for the Giants?
Well, this 4-0 is actually a little bit more reasonable. So, of all the 4-0s that he had, this was the most reasonable one. But we are now going into 12-0 as the Giants have just secured a playoff spot.
Oh wow!
I'm feeling very conservative compared to Terrell's dad. What about Terrell? What is he like for these 4?
I think I'll give us 2-2 because between that stretch of the 49ers, the Bears, and the Packers, I think there's room for a 2-game win streak there. And we're never going to see that ever. And so I think that there's actually room for it because I'm really down on the 49ers. Now, maybe the 49ers do make the leap and Christian McCaffrey is really good. And, that's the game where it's just not going to be good. But I'm not all the way in on the Bears just yet. And I think the Packers are a dumpster fire this season, actually. And so I think the Packers is a clear cut. Sorry, Easy. No, not Easy. Who is it?
Dick Puncher.
Dick Puncher. He's a big Packers
Sorry,
fan.
Dick Puncher. I feel like the Packers are a definite win for us, and we should not be. I don't think we might be laying points by that point. I think we might be a favorite by that point, or a pick.
The Packers will be coming off a Monday Night Football game against the Eagles in Green Bay. There's also
I might be going to that game.
You also have the Niners looking ahead to the Rams when they play the Giants in that spot. The Bears coming off back-to-back road spots at Baltimore, at Cincy, and with division rival Minnesota on deck. I mean, you have I can spin a narrative on some advantageous spots here for the Giants scheduling wise. But according to Terrell's dad, they're going to be 12-0. So I don't think they'll be looked past anymore. Steph, where are you at with this 4?
Well, I have to, I'm staying a path to keep on my narrative of what we're going to see Jackson Dart here. So saying 0-4 would be the easy way out here. I think they beat Chicago. So I will take 1-3 again. I am not as high on Ben Johnson as the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I'm higher on us than you. What?
If Jackson Dart
just wait.
If Jackson Dart does get in here, you have Robert Saleh, who might be a bum. We don't know after that tenure in New York, bum defense. You have Chicago, who won't have a good defense. Green Bay, their defense was improved last year, and then Detroit, I still have question marks. So maybe Jackson Dart comes in and just starts lighting up the league right away. We saw him slinging that rock to a guy on a jet ski. That looked pretty good.
But are they really going to bring in Jackson Dart if they're 5-3?
I'm leaning in my scenario. I think Russ is going to have enough success to give Jackson Dart the desirable outcome, which is as much time as possible.
So you don't want to see Jackson Dart this year. I haven't got you to really answer. When do you want to see Jackson Dart this season?
I've answered this question.
You said when he's ready, which isn't an answer.
I want when Dable feels he's ready.
Okay.
Because Dable's job's on the line.
Yes.
So if he's not if he's close to ready, I think he finds a way to get him out there. If he's not ready at all, like if we see Russ play to the bye week, Jackson Dart, all the draft nicks were right. Jackson Dart needed time for development.
Okay.
Now, if they're bad and we don't see Jackson Dart, then the draft nicks are really right. If they're good, it's a different story. You're trying to keep your job, maybe, but again, your sales pitch to ownership that got you the extra year, right? By all accounts, there's a good chance they were going to get fired. Then there wasn't. He liked the future plan, whatever speech you gave at the top of the show. That involved a fucking young quarterback.
Yeah.
And that involved Jackson Dart specifically. So whatever the plan is,
let's say what it for you, if you're Jackson Dart, let's say you just own some Jackson Dart stock.
Yeah.
When is the best game for him to make a start? Maybe you'll answer that question.
What do you mean? I just answered the last
You didn't
question.
answer it at all. You give me a week of if you were a Jackson Dart backer. You have a Jackson Dart rookie. Just when if you
have a rookie of the year, you want him starting right away.
Okay, but when do you think?
Hopefully, Russ
the best,
doesn't pull his hamstring.
When is the best week for Jackson Dart's career for him to get in?
Week 15.
Okay, after the bye. All right, Steph. So Steph said 1 and 3, but it seems like she's planning something with this.
What are you doing for that for?
Well, I'm
by the way,
yes.
This is the Jameis 4, by the way.
Jameis I'm at Jameis right now.
Jameis is 100% in by the 49ers game. There's no way Russ makes it past 8 games.
No. Well,
no way.
If
Broncos,
we see Jameis, it means Jackson Dart's not ready. Also, which is
and I still think this entire conversation is predicated on Russell Wilson being the day one starter. I am still not ruling out Jackson Dart impressing enough in preseason that Brian Dable rolls the dice and says, "Fuck it, we're starting him over Russell Wilson." I don't think it's 100% lock that he's starting.
I can't. Obviously, you can always light it up in preseason. Unfortunately, it's against air, and I think it would be I think the odds are like we've seen him come down a little bit from the 16-1, but I think it would take an injury.
I think that Dable wouldn't start him until it's a small enough sample size to be like, look, Mara, he looked good these 4 games, these 5 games, and then he keeps his job. If you let him play more than that and he doesn't look good, he risks more.
Yeah, but you also, the schedule creates the narrative where if you start losing games, you got to do something. I'll say this. The worst outcome that could occur this year, as much as I love Jameis, is Jameis starting games. Because short of an injury to Russ early in the season, because it means that Jackson Dart's not going to be ready. Because why else would like that? That's when I would get angry.
Yeah, if I was a Giants fan, I want to know what I have in Jackson Dart, and I would say, hey, first 4 or 5 games. Start Russ, fine, but I want to see Jackson Dart earlier rather than later, because if, for instance, you are drafting in the top 10 next year, don't you want to know whether you have to draft a quarterback or not next year?
Of course.
Okay, but then how do
that's
you do
why
that?
Earlier in the show, I said to you that strangely week 8 or week 7 would be diabolical, but you have extended. So you play Thursday against Philly. If you were going to pull the plug early, you'd want 10 days to prepare, even though it's against Denver. And then, like I mentioned, you have a quick flip to Philly, who you just prepped for. So you can, in theory, he has some practice prepping for the Eagles already. And so, that would be crazy difficult and potentially make or break. But to me, you could pull the ripcord right there after Thursday night against the Eagles.
All right. So Ryan, we got a little sidetracked here. What do you have the Giants going week 9 through 12?
So they're going to lose that Lions game, but I'm not a believer in the Packers. Jordan Love, I believe let me check my notes, lost to Tommy DeVito in New York. So, and I think the idea that the defense gets them another one, I'll go 2-2 here.
2-2. Okay. Now, Terrell, we were just playing a theme song, which you may now recognize. And now that you are a Sopranos viewer,
It is. Oh wow, I didn't even realize it. Yeah.
So now that you've started watching The Sopranos, give people an update if they missed the recent show. He asked you, but we previously had you on with Scott. We were dismayed to learn you hadn't watched an episode of The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Now you have started watching. How many episodes in? Are you 4 episodes? You're still in season 1?
Yeah.
Come on.
I got distracted by
Love Island.
I got distracted by Love Island, but now that's over.
Love Island.
Now I can focus my energy on The Sopranos.
All right. So
I was very, very taken back. Extremely taken back episode.
Do you like the show so far? I know it's 4 episodes in. Yeah,
I do. I think it's very interesting. It's a pretty good show. But I was just very, very taken back episode 1 because if I ever talked about my grandmother's baked ziti as so what? No fucking ziti to my parents, I would have had a fist down my throat. And they were just like, hey, and then it was just cool. And I'm like, whoa. And then what's up with this guy in ducks? Like, I hate birds. That was just really weird for me. Like, you're that sad because the fucking ducks flew away? Like, bro,
you can tell Terrell's like just young enough to not have the attention span for the I mean, it's funny because I've started rewatching Sopranos as well.
Really?
With the older one, and it just shows like older shows just are slower.
Different pace.
It's just a slower pace.
Steph, please confirm for us in the audience. You have watched Sopranos, correct?
Oh, what?
Yeah, see, everybody's making it seem like I was crazy. Like
she was, I could tell she was pretty quiet there.
Terrell and Steph rewatched The Sopranos.
Well, is that a new podcast, Ryan?
Steph,
I know you guys just did a random watch party for Love Island. Do it for season 1 of The Sopranos. Steph, how did you miss The Sopranos?
I honestly have no idea. It feels very un-Italian of me, actually.
You're Italian too. Like there's no
golly.
There's no that's crazy. All right. For me,
for me,
never watch The Sopranos. 1 and 3 in that section. I think they either beat the 49ers because of the West Coast trip or at the Bears.
Things get rowdy in West Virginia and they're short a player or two. Maybe.
I think they could take either the 49ers or the Bears there.
Yeah, so 2 felt conservative.
3 and 9 feels realistic for me and the Giants. Steph sitting at a 4 and 8.
Okay.
Terrell at 5 and 7.
Very conservative.
And Kramer as the optimist 7 and 5. Going into the last 5.
Last 5, you get at New England. Where again, I feel like
it's
every
a baby fucking wheel, man.
Every New England spread, I feel like New England's getting way too much respect.
That offensive line is a concern.
And again, if the Giants, when the Giants defensive line is getting to business, this is the 3rd back-to-back road spot for the Giants. But I do like it. Then you have a late bye week, which is always great when you're gearing up for a playoff run. Then,
what about the Giants though?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then so the Commanders come into town, and we know the Giants don't lose to the Redskins, Commanders, or football team. They might be the Redskins once again. I've heard. Well, Moneyline Mac told me at least. Then the Vikings at home, a little revenge spot after Brian Flores picked on Daniel Jones last year to start the season. At Las Vegas, trip out to play Mr. Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, and then the Cowboys at home. I mean, this is if Jackson Dart comes in here and like optimal outcome of the season is somehow, even though they have a good record, they make the switch to Jackson Dart. He balls out. They're heading to the playoffs, and I'm rock hard. I mean, that Raiders game becomes in play. What day of the week is that one? There's lots of winnable games.
Ryan, are you going to support your G-men in Las Vegas?
We'll see.
Not a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, it's currently a TBD time and date, but I mean, going to a game during the 10 a.m. window is tough. It's tough. Like watching all the games. I do. I mean, much rather go to a college game live.
All right.
Hands
I would
down.
definitely, if the Eagles are at the Raiders, I'm not missing that game, but I'm a huge fan. Kramer. Well, let's start with Terrell. Terrell, last 5 games, how do you have the Giants finishing?
Well, Terrell's dad, you mean?
Oh yeah. Terrell's dad as well.
Oh, dude. Oh, well, I mean,
did he do it?
5-0.
They're popping the champagne.
5-0.
5-0.
Oh,
17-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I like where his head's at.
In my 29 years of life, I don't think I've ever heard him predict the loss. Yeah, I don't think
that's
I've
how to do
heard
it though. You got to be consistent.
Yeah. It's 17-0, 16-0, whatever it was, every single year, every year. With that being said, for me, they're going to lose the game to the Patriots because I am 100% positive because this season, in playing Michael Penix last year, they would have played every single quarterback from that draft class of Drake May, Bo Nix, JJ McCartney. We're about to talk about Jayden Daniels. Like they would have played everybody. Caleb Williams, they'd played everybody. And I think there's a good chance that they lose almost every single one of those games outside of the Bears. But I definitely think they're going to lose to Drake May, and that's going to be Joe Shane. Like, see, I told you I like Drake May. We should have tried to trade up for him. And then the bye week comes, and they bring in young Jackson Dart here, and he has a rough outing against the Commanders where he covers but doesn't win. Then they get destroyed by the Vikings, per usual, with us and the Vikings. And then, of course, Geno handles business in a very, very quiet revenge game there. And he gets his first win against the Dallas Cowboys at the end of the season. And Dable gets one Dallas win out of all of the time before this. And then he goes and he rides off the end of the season saying, you see, I beat Dallas. You see, I beat Dallas.
That
for
number
me,
is, yeah.
We're at 6 wins.
Okay. So you got them finishing out. Let's see. You had them 5 wins. You have them going 1-4 with their last victory coming against the Dallas Cowboys. They're only 1.5 point dogs at home against the Cowboys. Week 18 seems a little short compared to some of the spreads here on the rest of their games, power rating wise. Doesn't that seem a little short, right?
A little short. Well, probably because the Giants might be resting.
Okay.
Right.
Resting.
If you listen to my dad, they're for sure resting. They're probably resting
the start.
Resting to try to get the number 1 pick overall.
Jameis is winning the game because he's in. He gets a game to start. Things are going so well.
Steph, now it seems like you have been teasing a late run here by Jackson Dart.
Yeah, because she loves Jackson Dart.
I don't love him, but that Patriots game we left out is a Monday Night Football game. Tell me something more beautiful than Jackson Dart getting his first start against the New England Patriots
before the bye.
Why not?
Yeah, I like that.
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
There's a win. Done. Then they beat the Commanders. Another win. Minnesota absolutely beats the crap out of us. Vegas beats us. I think Ashton Genty probably goes a little bit crazy there, and then we beat Dallas. So 3-2 gets me to what? 7 wins? Sounds about right.
3-2, 7-10. Steph's making some sense there. I couldn't get you to 3 wins in those last 5.
You can't get to 3?
Good. No, I can't do it.
You can't get to 3 with those teams.
I can get you to 2 and 3. I can give you 2 and 3. You're not being
serious about this. The people expect you to be serious.
I am. You guys are horrible at home. I don't love the matchup against the Raiders. I think you can beat New England and you can beat either Washington, Minnesota, or Dallas. And I think that's a reasonable 2 and 3 for this.
What does that have you finishing at?
Officially 5-12, just under the win total.
Very
Kramer.
So I was at 7-5.
7-5 coming in. What do you have them finishing here?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there's 3 wins in here. Feels like there's 3 wins in here.
So you have them 3-2.
Let's go 3-2. Be conservative. I won't go 4-1.
Okay, so you officially have them 10-7 coming.
Well, so who's playing quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, I told you in the best case scenario, Jackson Dart has come in and is shredding it, only losing to the Vikings.
So they have a good
10-win team with 3 different quarterbacks.
In my model, Jameis has not started a game. It's gone.
Oh, really?
There's so you're now anti Jameis? Oh, I can't wait to tell him.
No. Love Jameis, but Jameis has been brought in to be the bridge backup quarterback.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, we're gonna talk best bets for the New York Giants. Before we do, shout out to our best bet, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code SGPN. Toss us a bone. Toss yourself a bone. Great sports book here, and you get 100% match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions do apply on the bonus, so make sure you read the fine print there. But it is awesome to bet with my bookie. Available in a ton of locations. Always good to have an extra out, and my bookie has been there. Been around for 10+ years, Ryan. They've been. I mean, we were talking about them in 2017, 2016,
2014.
Yeah, maybe longer than 10 years. I don't know.
2015.
We got to check our math. They've been around for a while. We've used them. We trust them. MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Get in on all your NFL futures, the cash out, the live casino, mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN, and also shout out to Rhythm. That's right, Rhythm and their power trends, good for the WNBA player props. I know you can check out the WNBA show. Guys have been on a nice little run there as always. Terrell and Scott do a great job breaking it down, but why not get in on the power trends? WNBA power trends hitting at 63%. And those are Rhythms. Those are Rhythms power trends. You can always come up with your own system, your own model. I'm going to be cannot wait till the NFL product goes live, because I'm going to be coming up with my own NFL model, Ryan, to dominate as well.
I feel like we should do a model competition between me and you.
Little model
yeah.
competition. Of course, get started building your own models, or just tailing Rhythm if you don't want to do that. And building the model is very simple. You just adjust the sliders, you hit generate, they back test the data, they tell you if you're onto something or not. Get your 7-day free trial. You're gonna love it. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMN. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMN. Kramer.
Sean, Easy in the chat has me convinced. Switch me to 4-1 for that final.
Really? Okay.
Section, yes.
So you are updating
He didn't even say anything.
He said the Vikings are going to be bums. Like Sean's been telling me. JJ McCarthy. Why is everyone so high on him?
Well,
I'm with you.
I think you could be high on JJ McCarthy, but the Vikings fans that have attacked me, which I thought they were going to be my number one fan base I'm going against, till Justin Herbert. Where are all these Chargers fans when it comes to the games? Apparently they only exist online to yell at me about how Herbert is so much better than Jalen Hurts, and only 2 of the 4 interceptions in the playoff game were his fault, right?
I mean, do the Giants, outside of playing Patrick Mahomes, do the Giants even play an elite quarterback?
The Giants,
per the rankings I've seen on the internet, do they even play an elite quarterback?
Well,
Jaden Daniels. So
according to the
Patrick
internet,
Mahomes
yes.
and Jaden Daniels, they
and
play.
Justin Herbert's elite.
No, I don't think he's elite.
Yeah. Well,
any other elite quarterbacks?
Well, obviously Jalen Hurts is elite.
I think he was number 10. He was outside the top 10, maybe.
But
that was Philadelphia athletes. He was outside the top 11.
Someone, Drake May. I'm sure people say elite because he looks good throwing the football.
I mean, look at the quality of quarterback play that has to go against this elite pass rush. It's a true. I mean, I could argue the Giants got an easy schedule. Where are the tough quarterbacks?
You could argue that, but
where are the tough matchups?
Well, who is the worst quarterback that they're going to face?
Who's the worst quarterback that they're going to face?
Yeah,
whoever's playing for the Saints, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Your good point.
Besides the Saints,
outside of that,
JJ McCarthy. I mean, a rookie JJ McCarthy. Probably.
Love.
Geno could get destroyed. That offensive line might not be.
So you're
good.
not a Geno fan.
I like Geno. I'm just saying the offensive line could not be very good. Jordan Love's kind of a bum. Drake May has to prove it. Caleb Williams has to prove it. Brock Purdy, this could be the year he falls apart completely now that he got paid. Jalen Hurts, still waiting for him to throw over the middle of the field. I mean, again, Patrick Mahomes.
The Jalen Hurts slander is just rings so hollow, right? Please address him as Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts, when you're trying to attempt to slander him.
Okay. I'm just saying the quality.
Joe Flacco's got a Super Bowl MVP.
He does.
All right. So are we getting to the part where we talk about bets yet? I'm 11.
Sure.
11-6.
Yes, you're 11-6. So I assume you like the over 5.5 wins.
I would take the over.
Okay. Do you want to just read off your sheets, or what do you want?
No. You can ready. If you let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to type. What do you got?
So I mean the playoff price, the make playoff price plus 790. Which
make playoffs
paper ticket in hand. In pocket or hand, whatever you'd like. By the way, a lot of handshakes happened. A lot of handshakes. I also have the division, which I had a better price than we got on the screen. 35-1 at the Circa, baby.
Wow.
Which for a single team to win a division, 4-team division, that's ridiculous.
All right.
We did the segment already, but just in case, I did pick up a little Super Bowl action.
Okay. What's your Super Bowl price?
I actually have 300-1.
Okay.
So you can
CLV
suck on that.
Probably.
And then we've been talking about this. You love this. He's back. He's healthy. Andrew Thomas, protector of the year, 145-1. I texted. I was texting or whatever what's the term for sending someone a picture of a ticket? That's what I did to Steph with the Andrew Thomas ticket. It's like, check this out.
Yeah, I mean that might be sexy.
Attachment one image and it's
only pictures I ever want to get.
Not safe for work.
I sent 6 inches to Steph in the form of an Andrew Thomas plus 145 or 14,500 ticket. We have a Malik Nabers offensive player of the year ticket.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that
35 to 1. I mean, he almost got there with no quarterback last year. Thanks for pointing out. And thanks to the man in the box, I got a little Cam Scattaboo 90 to 1.
Okay.
I knew there was
rookie of the year.
I knew there was a Cam Scattaboo ticket in there.
Well, like you mentioned, Terrell, the world is just infatuated with white running backs.
No Dexter Lawrence defensive player of the year.
As much as I would love to have it as like representation for the team, it doesn't seem like they're ever going to give it to him. Because if the defense becomes amazing, there is the Abdul Carter angle, which for the defense to become an elite defense, Abdul Carter has to be a monster.
Okay.
And so that takes a little bit away from.
So I didn't hear Abdul Carter defensive player of the year.
It's a very short price.
Okay. So you're not playing it.
I'm not playing.
Don't believe in Abdul Carter.
No, it's not that I don't believe in Abdul Carter. As you know, playing these long markets at very, very short prices isn't always the best idea. He's 2 to 1. It's not like he's 6 to 1 or like if he was the normal favorite for this kind of thing, like anything sub 10 to 1 is very short. So for him to be 2 to 1, that's absurd. Maybe you just take a shot on most sacks. I'll look up that price.
Terrell, what bets do you find intriguing here for your New York Giants in the 2025 season? I'm going to put you on over 5.5 wins.
Yeah, I actually do think the over 5.5 wins is disrespectful. I do. I think the over 5.5 wins is disrespectful. They could literally be twice as good as they were last year and be at 6 wins. So
the math checks.
And I think there's an excess of annoying nerds. Like I like shitting on the Giants because I actually know what I'm talking about. But the excess of nerds that are on the internet that are just going out there preaching that Giants under 5.5 wins is a lock of a ticket. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy here.
Fools.
So, the Giants are never good enough to be bad enough to get the 1 or the 2. We max out at 3 for the pick. So we're never going to be bad enough to have the first overall pick. So we're going to hit the over on the win.
Well, and you guys did thread that needle of cashing the dead heat of fewest wins at 10 to 1 and still not getting the number 1 pick overall, which is an art to have those two things happen. Yep. Terrell, are there any other bets you like
yes,
for
I do.
the New York Giants? Yes.
Because Kramer doesn't like Dexter Lawrence. I
do like Dexter Lawrence. What are we talking
about? And Dexter Lawrence is probably the best thing that's going on this team, period. His 10 sacks are at 5 to 1. You're telling me all Dexter Lawrence needs is double-digit sacks, and he was well on his way last year with plenty of games to play before he got hurt. And I mean, you can try to double team him this year, but then you got Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau and all these other guys running buck wild that you're going to have to try your luck with, thinking that your center is good enough to block Dexter Lawrence. And I promise you they're not. Dexter Lawrence, 10 plus sacks, 5 to 1. That's the lock of the year.
Yeah, I like that. Terrell did some good homework there.
Okay.
Because you're not playing the ceiling case of winning the award or the most sacks. You're just saying he's going to have that's still a really good year for a defensive tackle.
Yeah, no, getting interior sacks, great find for you, Terrell. Any other plays you got for the Giants?
Oh dear God, no.
All right.
He said, "Dear God."
Well, very, very reasonable card here.
I have Abdul Carter is 100 to 1 to lead the league in sacks. You can mark me down for that as well.
Oh, that's great.
And I will tail the 10 sack bet for Sexy Dexy.
Okay, so Abdul Carter, 100 to 1 most sacks, and then you also have you're tailing Dexter Lawrence. 10 plus sacks. 10 plus sacks
for 5 to 1
plus 5.
If you want to write sexy Dexy, that works as well.
All right, I don't need to add that. And get in on the Patreon. If you're not, you have access to the sheet, which has all our data, all the picks, one convenient spot, very easy. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. Steph, okay, I'm putting you down for over 5.5 wins. Anything else you would like to add to your Giants betting card here?
I have Nabers most receiving yards, 12 to 1. I
Ooh.
think that came down. I have him to be offensive player of the year as well. A lot of these are drunk bets, so we'll just keep it rolling here.
So what do you have so Malik Nabers most receiving yards, and what do you have Malik Nabers? Oh, so you said also offensive player of the year.
Yeah, I have it 35 to 1.
35 to 1.
I'll also alert people when the most reception market comes out.
Yes.
We're gonna fire that too.
100%.
All right. Any other plays for you, Steph?
I also bet Nabers 9.5 receiving touchdowns at plus 300.
Ooh, okay.
And here is the kicker.
Uh-oh.
The Giants will not be coming in 4th place in the NFC East this year.
All right.
Yeah,
so now how do you?
I don't know exactly the best way to play it. I did. I also sent Kramer a picture that was the Commanders to come in last at plus 950.
All right.
Just exchanging pictures.
But I bet them to come in 3rd at plus 270. I think you can probably figure out a way to play it in the exacta market where you just don't have the Giants coming in 4th. I haven't figured that out yet.
And also, Ryan, of course, Steph reached fame by getting added to our soundboard with her great drop.
Don't be a bitch.
So, which I really enjoy. I got to remember to
don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
It's very simple advice. Okay, for me, I'm on the Giants under 5.5 wins. 5 and 12.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but Steph's
some juice on that. Hopefully you can find some better value for the listener.
I'll also take Giants. Yeah, I like the Giants 3rd place at plus 270 because I think between the Commanders and the Cowboys, there is a chance one of these really bottom out. So I will toss in Giants 3rd place at plus 270. I think there's a chance things could get bad for the Cowboys in particular.
Yeah, or the Commanders.
But Commanders less
Daniels
than 5
didn't get
wins.
his ribs popped last year.
That is true.
We're waiting on it, right?
And then I know you guys are all drinking the Russ Kool-Aid, or at least Ryan is talking himself into Russ.
Concussion juice, Sean.
I think Jackson Dart. We already gave this out. Ryan was 16 to 1. I will still sprinkle 13 to 1.
I have a piece. I mean, I'll be happy if it happens.
We see this so many times. Teams love to say, and Drake May was close to starting last year. Teams love to say, "Oh, we're going to play the long game. We're going to play the long game." But if there's any optimism, if there's any sort of buzz going on in camp, it is going to be hard not to play Jackson Dart. So I think Jackson Dart 13 to 1 is in play.
It's down to 13 to 1. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You got some nice CLV there. Let's add another one, Sean. Malik Nabers. Yes. He had 1,204 receiving yards last year in 13 games, basically, with no quarterback play.
Yeah.
His number this year, you'd be surprised to hear, is somehow 1150.
So you like Malik Nabers over 11?
He did this with no quarterbacks last year. What are we doing? And again, when the reception, they probably won't even allow us to take the receptions.
No, it's too easy, right?
It's too easy.
I have to say this about Russ.
Yeah.
If Russ, this would be a full circle moment if Russ did not start week 1 for the Giants. Because if you remember when Russ came in as a rookie, they had just brought in a talented veteran quarterback in Matt Flynn. And Russ stole that job in preseason, and Flynn never saw the field. So Dart is like that. There's a pretty good narrative there of him stealing Russ's job because, like people say with girlfriends, you get them how you get them is how you lose them. And Russ, you stole that man's job with your rookie year. So if you get your job
steal your job.
I would push back to say that Russ is probably a slightly higher caliber than Matt Flynn.
Is he?
Overall, yes.
Broncos Russ is not.
Well, I'll say this, Terrell, just from a complete objective point of view, going into the season last year, we had similar price odds of Russell Wilson to be the starter. Now, what happens when you get older? Those soft tissue injuries pop up. Russell Wilson ended up pulling a calf in training camp and thus allowed Justin Fields to be the starter. I was listening to a show where a guy gave out the lock of all locks. You put as much as you can on Russell Wilson at -500 to be the starter. Now Russell Wilson's 1 year older. He's eating all that fancy food in New York City, maybe getting a little fat and happy.
You trying to say he's going to get injured?
I think there's a chance.
You were. Yeah, I like this. Build up some good injury karma, Sean.
No, I placed another bet.
Oh, nice.
Jameis Winston is my quarterback.
Russell Wilson at -750 to be the day one starter.
No, you can't bet that.
Jameis Winston at 6-1. I think you're right, Ryan. I think Jameis Winston's going to be the backup the entire season.
Yeah, he's and next year.
And I think Jackson Dart snakes something happens and Jackson Dart snakes the position.
Look, everyone talks about this kid's like insane confidence, multi-sport, all that jazz. I just think that he saw the way that Daniel Jones broke. And I think there's some aspect of he wants to play him, but he doesn't want to break him. So we'll see.
So do you know who Jackson Dart's coach was last year?
Lane Kiffin?
No, I mean.
Oh no, you mean his analytics coach?
Yeah, his coach. His head
of analytics down there at Ole Miss, Joe Judge.
Yes. Joe Judge was his coach last year.
Why? We didn't need to say his name.
Yeah.
Just like so unnecessary.
So everybody that has all these good things to say about Jackson Dart, and Joe Judge was his coach last year.
Joe Judge is an analytics coach down there, but yeah, I mean Jackson Dart again. We saw it translate to the NFL level, slinging the rock from the boat to the jet ski. Excited to see him on a football field. He's going to look good in the preseason. They always do. But the underlying all the reporting also is kind of talking about Russ and how like all of the quarterbacks are bringing a different level of like presence to the huddle that didn't exist before. And so it's very clear that anyone watching the level has been raised so much of where they were, even if it's only number 20, even if it's below average in the NFL, it's going to be such a uptick that you would be foolish to take the under. And I think the ceiling is obviously pretty high with the defense. You run the ball, you play defense. You run the ball, you play defense.
The O-line, I think, will be there.
We've seen Russ do this before.
There will be their undoing. Appreciate you guys hopping on.
Wait, Steph made another bet. What was
I
it?
have one final bet. Final bet. Most regular season passing yards for the New York Giants. Jackson Dart plus 400. That'll be it for me.
You mean plus 4?
Okay, so Jackson Dart.
That has to be if Jameis plays.
Huh?
Most pass.
He has the same odds as Jackson Dart, actually.
No, yeah, I think that's a fine bet right there.
It's kind of intriguing. Now,
according
certainly
to my script rating, it would make sense as well.
Yeah.
Now the trouble is that if Jameis plays like 4 and throws for like 400 a game,
that's true. Yeah, that is true.
The problem is, Jameis might win this in 4 games, depending on the outcome. So,
oh golly, I mean
that is my quarterback. I'm rolling with Jameis the whole way. By the way, Jameis. If I could bet who would give the Giants the most wins this season, it's 100% Jameis Winston. Now, Jameis Winston might give them an equal amount of losses, but he's definitely going to give them the most wins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have a huge. It would be enjoyable to watch Jameis. I want to watch as much Jameis content as possible. The pick sixes would probably be rough.
Well, I think
the game crushing.
I mean,
loss.
Russell Wilson's biggest advantage is that he doesn't turn it over, and
he throws a great deep ball.
Yeah, all right,
great deep ball.
We were the man in the box and I were doing some film work, and we're skeptical that the deep ball connection is going to work. You guys are
doing some film work on Russ Wilson.
Well, it was on in the office.
He doesn't throw interceptions because he's still holding on to the ball.
Yeah, which is not a great formula if you have questions at your offensive line.
Sounds like you're a little bit nervous.
Oh, I am. I'm shaking in my boots. So officially, I'm at the Giants 5-12. Terrell's dad 17-0. Ryan 11-6. Steph 7-10, and Terrell 6.
I got one more.
Okay,
Malik Nabers most receiving touchdowns in the division plus 550.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome.
Wait, but who would really challenge him?
AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, the receiving the receivers of the NFC is pretty. George Pickens is back.
Everybody in the Eagles are kind of beating. What was the Eagles receiver? That actually sounds really good. Everybody on the Eagles is vulturing each other for touchdowns. Like, I'm not worried about anybody.
I guess CeeDee Lamb is chalk at plus 290. Terry McLaurin plus 350. AJ Brown 4-1. Nabers plus 550. Devonta Smith 9-1.
Yeah, I like that. Good call. Finally, a good Giants bet.
There we go. Would you? By the way, Darius Slayton. If you wanted to shoot the moon, Darius Slayton is 200 to 1 in the yardage market. 200 to 1.
How many yards did he have last year, Ryan?
Not enough to be the leader. I said if you wanted to throw a dart.
Okay.
Some people like to have fun.
Jordan Humphrey, however, if he makes this roster.
Oh, Terrell.
He's not making this.
I mean, that is Russ's guy. He loves that guy.
Little Jordan Humphrey.
He's gonna love throwing to Slayton. He's already talked about Hyatt. I
Theo
love the
Johnson.
way Russ. Theo Johnson, great call.
Everybody but Wan'Dale Robinson.
Listen, here's what's gonna actually happen week 1. Cam Scadaboo is gonna do something fucking amazing, and there's gonna be a bomb to Slayton or Nabers, and it's just gonna be like sack fumble.
Have they released the Cam Scadaboo first touchdown price?
We don't have only the Eagle. I've only seen first touchdown prices on the Eagles Cowboys.
Really? I thought they released some more games.
Okay, I didn't see it. If
okay,
they did.
All right.
But I don't even want to talk about first. I'm just saying Cam Scadaboo is going to make a sick play. Jaden Daniels is going to get his shit cleaned out. You know what, Sean? That's what I'm doing. When we get out for sign up weekend, just mega play on the Giants money line. Week 1. Giants don't lose to the Commanders.
What do you think Cam Scadaboo's first touchdown price is?
What should it be?
Oh, I'm asking you, what do you think it is?
Well, I think it's reasonable to think he would be the goal line area back.
Okay.
He's also going to be the passing back. It shouldn't be shorter than 20 to 1, but it probably is. I'll say 16 to 1.
14 to 1. Cam Scadaboo first.
Pretty
touchdown.
Good at this.
Which you could do. I certainly like it better than Austin Eckler at 12 to 1. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm skeptical of this Commanders team, especially week 1. To Steph's earlier point, it does feel like everyone's going to have the Commanders in Survivor, and we see this all the time in the division.
Everyone's going to have 2 teams, the Broncos and the Commanders.
Yeah. Which the Broncos are facing a rookie quarterback at home. Very different scenario. All right. Good times as always. Make sure you check out Stephie on the Stephie Smalls show. Check out Terrell, WNBA Gambling Podcast, second half of the season. He's all over the Valkyries in the first half. I know you mentioned that on VSiN. Maybe even a small sprinkle. Valkyries to shock the world, win it all. Kramer, we got
real quick. I'd book that. Anyone who wants to take Dable first coach fired. I'd book that.
It does well, especially the price is so low. It's
happy to book that.
Okay, that is.
You can find me at Kramer Centric, motherfuckers.
What Kramer? What teams are we talking about?
That would piss me off. That would be the quickest way to piss me off with the whole season is to fire him early.
Yeah,
because we could have just gone without this. Like we could have just not did this, and we could have already had somebody else in here.
He'll be back next year.
Who are we talking about tomorrow?
I believe the next. I'll pull up the schedule. I believe the next team is the Panthers.
Okay,
Panthers.
Yeah, talking Panthers.
Oh, and we have a special guest.
In studio.
So,
check it out, and again, keep track of the phrase that pays. Today's or this episode, the word is, Ryan, do you remember?
I didn't write it down, so I was
day.
I was hoping you'd get to it.
Day is the word of this episode. Thank you as always.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
11 is going to turn out to be greater than 9, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.
I'm wet.
Wah, 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 wah.